If you haven't noticed yet, we mostly talk about movies on this show, but every now and then we mix it up by talking about toys, or theme parks, or some sort of Colorado tourist trap. Last month's video was all about family fun centers. If you haven't seen that one yet, check it out. I'm really proud of it. Oh, and to everyone complaining that it was too long, it's only 20 minutes. I'm sorry your depleted attention span doesn't allow you to watch anything longer than a 30-second TikTok dance video. Cry to someone else. Today, we'll be talking about a place that's exclusive to Colorado Springs, the Ghost Town Museum. By the way, please forgive the shoddy camera work in this video. I was trying to capture as much as I could, but there were a ton of tourists getting in the way. The Colorado Springs Ghost Town Museum was built in 1954. The goal was to house and preserve authentic items and structures from Colorado's Wild West era. It's all housed in what was once a maintenance building for steam locomotives that transported gold. But now, it's in the same parking lot as a foot spa and a hip brewery. I'm not gonna lie, it can be a little jarring leaving the Old West and running into a bunch of 20-somethings who just sampled all the new IPAs, discussing how their parents abused them by taking them to Sunday school as children. Moving on. As soon as you enter the ghost town, you will be welcomed by the gift shop. Every tourist attraction needs one. It has all the usual items you'd expect: candy, Colorado sweatshirts, toys for the kids, and of course, an entire wall of pro-gun propaganda. But the gift shop is obviously not the main attraction. The area you want to check out is behind it. Here you will see a sprawling warehouse-type room lined with several different structures. A general store, a bank, a jail, a bar, a firehouse, and even a barber shop. All of the items are authentic, except for the creepy mannequins they have speckled throughout. When I was a kid, this prisoner guy scared the crap out of me.
Hey, stranger. The sheriff has forgotten about me. I've been in here a long time.
Although that probably has more to do with that episode of Are You Afraid of the Dark, where the kid goes on a field trip with his class to an abandoned prison. The ghost of some horrible prisoner follows him home.
You know I can't sleep with the wind blowing in. I'll wake up with a cold.
Come back! Please come back!
I wonder if there are any vengeful spirits trapped in the artifacts at the ghost town. Some of the mannequins even move, which is pretty scary.
Yeah, I've actually started living in the Ghost Town Museum. They don't lock up at night, so you guys can't call me homeless guy anymore. The amenities aren't too bad, but it is starting to wear me out trying to act like an animatronic all day.
Okay, let's continue. The museum has interactive items such as a shooting gallery and antique arcade games. In the last video, yes, I'm mentioning the last video again. Obviously, I want you to watch it, so watch it. But in the last video, I showed some tokens that I've collected from different family fun centers. I actually have one from the Ghost Town Museum. I don't think it does anything, it's just a souvenir. But it's a pretty cool one. There's an area outside where you can pan for gold. I was honestly never very intrigued by this activity. It's cool if you like it. I just think there are so many more interesting things to look at inside. You stand in front of what is essentially a urinal trough and dip a metal plate into dirty water, hoping that you'll get a flake of gold. But it's not even real gold. It's fool's gold. And we were all fools for thinking otherwise.
If you don't find any gold, it's gonna be a real bad day for you.
Look, Rodney, this is a city creek. I don't think there's any gold in here. And this is a pretty archaic method.
Shut up, shut up, shut up, and find my gold.
Towards the exit, there is a small movie theater that shows short films about Colorado Old West history. It's pretty cool. I tried to find more information about what all went into putting the museum together, but I really couldn't find much. Apparently it's been operated by the same family for 3 generations, which I'm assuming dates back to its opening. While their website doesn't have a ton of information on where all the items came from, I reached out to the museum directly on Facebook, and they had this to say. Our founder, Lois, was a big collector. That's just what she did. She and her husband were constantly on the prowl for items to display that were relevant to the era that had just ended. We don't totally know where the idea for the museum came from. There's no accurate history on where the buildings inside the museum came from. However, everything inside the buildings has been curated to portray the time which is represented from about 1880 to 1915. Overall, the Ghost Town Museum is pretty awesome and well worth your time. It's only $8.50 per person, which is pretty unheard of in this day and age. Although if you had $8.50 in the Old West, you'd be considered a king. Well, at least until you got the consumption, that is. So if you're in the area and looking to see some relics from the Old West, go ahead and check it out. Ronnie, I don't think there's any gold here. We've been out here for hours.
Look, all right, maybe you're right. You can stop for now.
Hiya, fellas. Looks like you're getting in on the gold rush too. This here creek is full of the stuff.
Back to work, boy.